On December 20th, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky made an unannounced visit to the frontline city of Bakhmut, where already then Ukrainian and Russian forces had been engaged in a months-long battle. Then, just 24 hours later, Zelensky tweets that he's on his way to see U.S. President Joe Biden. Zelensky's first trip outside of Ukraine since the February 24th, 2022 invasion by Russia. Let's talk about how Zelensky, with support from Ukraine's allies and partners, got from the front line all the way to the U.S. Capitol. I'm Dr. K, a political scientist who looks at the news, especially news about Ukraine. With air travel too dangerous over Ukraine and most airports out of service, trying to get to Kyiv from the west takes much longer than it used to. Going from Bakhmut all the way to the Polish border must have taken a really good plan. How Zelensky got from Bakhmut is its own story. We pick up where Zelensky boarded a train, most likely in Kyiv, and was later spotted early on December 21st in a railway station at a Polish border town. Polish TV aired pictures that showed Zelensky walking along a platform with a blue and yellow Ukrainian train in the background. The group then got onto a convoy of waiting cars, including Chevrolet Suburbans in black, the favorite model of the U.S. government. Zelensky then boarded a U.S. Air Force Boeing C-40B that had arrived from the Polish airfield from Ramstein in Germany, the same airfield used by NATO allies to deliver weapons to Ukraine. The flight left Rzeszów for Washington at 8:15 local time. In the meantime, a NATO spy plane had been keeping an eye on the North Sea before the Boeing was met by an F-15 fighter jet coming from a base in Britain. Zelensky's plane flew over waters known to be patrolled by Russian submarines. Once in relative safety, Zelensky tweeted, "On my way to the U.S. to strengthen resilience and defense capabilities of Ukraine." The tweet confirmed what flight tracking enthusiasts logged on to apps and websites had been speculating about, and thousands began monitoring the progress of the flight, codenamed SAM-910, as it flew from Rzeszów Airport in Poland to Joint Base Andrews, a 30-minute drive from the White House. The visit had been discussed for months, but the final preparations were made really quickly. The two presidents had spoke on December 11th, and an invitation was given to Zelensky on December 14th. Once the visit had been confirmed, only then could plans be put into action. Reports of the visit to Washington had been circulating since mid-December, but it wasn't confirmed until early on Wednesday morning after Zelensky's tweet. On December 20th, while the trip was still kept secret, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi wrote to colleagues, "Please be present for a very special focus on democracy" on December 21st. Zelensky's trip to Bakhmut also played a role in the visit with President Biden. President Zelensky brought Biden a gift from one of the soldiers there. Zelensky also addressed a joint session of the U.S. Congress. Take a look at my video on how he spoke there and the challenges of giving a speech as a non-native speaker and how Zelensky did. The extraordinary measures taken to transport Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky from Ukraine to the U.S. Capitol are a sign of just how important the relationship is for both countries.